Hey guys, I'm Dimension Jumper and today I'll be reviewing Wave 6 of the Mario Kart Deluxe DLC pack, which was released back on the 9th of November of this year. So, this is the final wave to come out for the Mario Kart Deluxe or Mario Kart 8 Deluxe DLC, and this contains, in terms of the cups, both the Acorn and Blue Shell cups, and they contain tracks from tour. Well, like with the previous, from the previous cups, tracks from Mario Kart Tour, as well as some of the tracks from like the Wii game, the SNES one, the Nintendo 64 one, and various other Mario Kart games that have been released. And this contains stuff like DK Mountain from Double Dash. There's Daisy Circuit from Wii. There's some of the tour tracks, like the Rome one. I forgot the name of the full title. It's like I think it's Rome Colosseum or something. There's one for Madrid from tour, and as well another Rainbow Road. That one being from the Wii version of the game. And yeah, I think as a final pack is so good. I think it's a nice send off and just a nice way to end not just the waves as a whole, but possibly Mario Kart 8 Deluxe as a whole, because we've basically had Mario Kart 8 for a very long time. Like if you include both the Wii U version and the Switch version, because the Wii U version came out like what, 10 or so years ago now, around 2013, 2014-ish. And now with Deluxe, with that carrying over from the Wii U version, as well as having this wave, I feel like the tracks and just the cups in general is just a nice way of sending off this game, I would say, because I do enjoy, as I said before, there's a lot of these tracks that I do really enjoy. And with Wave 6, I do enjoy a lot of these tracks. Like, for instance, I do like the Rainbow Road that we have for this one, because I feel like the Wii version feels like the most, I would say, kind of polished version of Rainbow Road. I do enjoy all the other Rainbow Roads. I do enjoy the in-game one that every Mario Kart game has, where they're their own version. I do also enjoy the SNES version, the 64 version, and the 3DS version. And yeah, I'll say with the Wii version, I feel like that's quite polished. I do enjoy that version of Rainbow Road. I feel like that one feels like the most Rainbow Road, and yeah, I do enjoy it. And also, we have 4 new characters, that being Diddy Kong, Funky Kong, Pauline, and Peachette. Now, these 4 new additions are quite nice. They're quite enjoyable. I think they are good additions to the game, because Pauline, I believe, was in Mario Kart Tour. Diddy Kong, I think, was in some of the previous games, maybe Wii, I think, maybe the 3DS version, maybe, and I think as well in the GameCube version. And then we've got Funky Kong, who was I think only in the Wii version. And then we've got Peachette, I think another character from Tour. And yeah, they're nice additions. I think that all, they all have, the good additions to the game. And yeah, I would say overall the game is kind of cool, and I think it's quite interesting. And now it's time for some gameplay. So the first track I'm going to be talking about is the track from is DK Mountain from the Acorn Cup, and I'll be talking about another track from the Acorn Cup as well, and then 2 from the Blue Shell Cup. But with the DK Mountain track, I do enjoy this. I think this is one of the fun. I think this is a really fun, like, mountain based track. We haven't really. I think there are a lot of interesting mountain type tracks in the game. I think there was like Bowser's Mountain or Lava Volcano one. I think in the base game. I'm not 100% remember. It's in one of the later cups. I think the Triforce Cup or the Crown Cup. Don't 100% remember, but I do like how this is kind of similar to the other mountain-based tracks we have seen in the other in either the DLC or the main game, because with this one it's the same as all the other ones, where you basically climb up a mountain and then you descend again, and yeah, it's similar with the other ones where you've got like, you know, Wario's Mountain or Mount Wario, I think. You've got the lava one or the volcano one that I mentioned before. And with this one, yeah, this is also a really fun one. It's basically DK's, you know, mountain, and what I enjoy about this is that it's like, you know, I do like the cannon bit at the start, like, because that's a nice way of starting the track. I also like how you also have like the boulders from the mountain, and it kind of reminds me of the volcano one I mentioned before, because with that one, I think on every lap, I think starting around the end of lap 1, beginning of lap 2, you the mountain or parts of the track starts to rumble a bit, and parts begin to break away. So that's really cool. And with this one, you've got boulders and you have to dodge them as well. So that's really cool. And yeah, I would say overall, as like one of the cups or one of the tracks for the Acorn Cup, it's a really good. It's a really good track. I quite enjoyed. And now I'm going to show you another track that I do quite like from the Acorn Cup. So for the second track from the Acorn Cup is Daisy's Circuit. Now this is one of the more, I would say, more simpler ones. This is just one of the tracks where it feels it just takes the ease of, you can basically just go easy with this track without anything too much happening, because this is basically just a fun track just to have like just go about it and stuff like that. And it kind of reminds me of, like, you know, all the other circuit-based tracks, like Toad Circuits, the various Mario circuits that we've had throughout the different Mario Kart games, including this game. And yeah, and also fun fact, I think it's this track in particular. You can see Daisy's Cruiser. I think towards the end, I think it's where the big turn is, where the Dry Bones and Koopa Troopa are. So that's really cool that you can see like Daisy's Cruiser out in the distance. And also, this has a little bit of a shortcut. As you just saw, I just put that piranha plant decoration thing, and you can, if you go up the ramp there, you can glide for a bit and just skip a part of the map as a whole. And yeah, that's really enjoyable. That again is like one of those really cool aspects of this of Mario Kart, where you can find small secrets or Easter eggs, like whether that's like, you know, references to other tracks in the game, or just small shortcuts. And you can also go on the ramp parts, or the pavements. Yeah, the pavement. On some parts of the map. And yeah, I would say this is one of the more calmer ones. I do enjoy this. This feels really peaceful in terms of a track. I do enjoy its simplicity. It's really nice. And now I'm going to show you two of the tracks that I do quite like in the Blue Shell Cup. So for the first track for the Blue Shell Cup is Rosalina's Ice World. Now, this is, I would say, probably one of my favourite ice-based areas of the game. I think this is really awesome because there's like parts of the track reference Mario Galaxy, which is probably one of my all-time favourite Mario games. And yeah, this track is very cool. I do like there's like this, that you can do like some tricks on here, and also some different routes you can take. So this is similar to Sherbet World or Shivering Sherbet Land or World. Another ice track in the base game, and with that you can take several paths. You can either go on top of the ice or underneath the ice in the water base areas, and yeah, I think I think that's another reason why I do like this track. It's because of different shortcuts you can do. And also, as you just saw me driving past, you saw Rosalina's observatory, which I think is quite nice because like part of Mario Galaxy, and I do like its sort of inclusion here. It looks like it's sort of like buried in the ice almost, with some parts of it sticking out. And yeah, it's enjoyable. I think all the different route. Well, you can like take two different routes, as I said before, and yeah, I think this is like I think in terms of release or creating chaos, this is a good track to do that in, because if you have a bomb, let's say, you could really cause chaos by just throwing it in a bunch of people in between a particular part of the track, like one of the dividing pathways, that sort of thing. And yeah, there's also a small ramp shortcut at the end. I'll probably highly suggest that doing that particular shortcut if you have a mushroom, like one of the red ones or the gold one. I'd highly suggest doing that with one of those mushrooms, because it feels like a lot better to do with one of those mushrooms than doing it without, because there's snow and you'll probably slow down, and that means a lot of people will go past you. So yeah, now I'm going to show you another track that I do quite like from the Blue Shell Cup. So the other track that I do quite like from the Blue Shell Cup is Rainbow Road from the Wii version of the game. And as I said before in the main review, I think this is the most well polished version of Rainbow Road. I do enjoy, like, this feels like the most best one, and I do enjoy all the other Rainbow Roads. I do enjoy like the base game for Mario Kart 8. I do enjoy the ones that we've seen in the main game in terms of Rainbow Roads. I do enjoy as before the game, the base games version. I do enjoy the SNES version, the Nintendo 64 version, the 3DS version. But I feel like after playing through this, when I was doing all of the cups and stuff, this feels like the most polished and probably the best version of Rainbow Road, because I think it's just because of how it feels and how you can play on it, and yeah, it just feels like the best one, and it just feels really enjoyable to just do all these different tricks and stuff. And again, there's references to Mario Galaxy again, like you can see like a sort of launch star when you go into that tunnel area. There's a bunch of star bits just floating about. That's really cool, and it feels like it feels like a galaxy level. Well, it kind of is. There kind of is a galaxy level like this in Galaxy 2 at the end of the game, because there's like a rolling ball level. Anyway, what I'm trying to say is this feels like the most galaxy level. And also, what I do like, as you just saw, if you do fall off, you will become a sort of meteor, kind of. And I think that's something to do with like how meteors and stuff use like heat on friction or something. I'm not 100% sure. I'm not a scientist. But yeah, that's quite cool and a nice bit of attention to detail. But yeah, I would say this feels like if this version of Rainbow Road wasn't in if this version of Rainbow Road wasn't in wasn't in the game, it would probably be in Galaxy or something. But kind of is, as I said before. But yeah, I would say this is an awesome version of Rainbow Road. So that's been it for the gameplay, and that's going to go back to the review. So overall, I would say for the Wave 6, I think it's a good round send-off to Mario Kart 8 as a whole. And looking to the future of Mario Kart, I'm thinking we're possibly going to get an announcement for Mario Kart 9 in like, I would say 2.5 years or so, maybe around the time of Nintendo's next console, maybe, because we haven't had, as I said before in this review, we have had a long time with Mario Kart 8 as a whole, whether it's the Wii with the Wii U and the Switch versions combined, and yeah, I'm thinking that with the tracks we have, looking at them now, I think every single track we've seen in both the base game and the DLC are all really enjoyable. I do like every single a lot of the tracks we've seen so far, and yeah, I would say overall the tracks for Wave 6 is enjoyable. Now that they are done, I feel like we are, I think with the tracks, we're done with Mario Kart 8 Deluxe as a whole for now. I think now that we have all of the tracks, there's going to be like, some enjoyment with them because it's every single track, well, a lot of the tracks from the different games, and I do hope that we get to see some kind of teaser or announcement for the next Mario Kart game, because yeah, I think it's time to put Mario Kart 8 Deluxe to bed now for a bit. And I'm not saying that it's like, oh, we can just forget about it. I think with the current wave and the waves as a whole, Mario Kart 8 is going to have a lot of talking moments from this, like especially when it comes to Mario Kart 8, like what kind of tracks are we going to see? Are we going to see like any returning ones from the waves, from the base game as well, maybe? But as overall, Mario Kart 8 Deluxe for Wave 6 is fun. I really enjoyed a lot of the tracks that we had to see in this particular wave. I think as the final wave for this pack is really enjoyable. It's a good send off to the game as a whole, and yeah, I really enjoyed it. I think this is just a nice send off for the game. So yeah, so that's been my review for the final wave of for Mario Kart 8 Deluxe. I hope you enjoyed this video. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe, and until the next video.